Well, here we are, San Jose. This is a little car that I am driving while my minibus is in for repair. And that's Jen having a look at her emails. Short walk today, an hour and a quarter, and I'll be back. I'll see you at 11:30. Today's my birthday, and I wanted to be on the mountain on my birthday. Yeah. Buen día. Yeah. This is a short walk that a shorter version of the walk I did earlier in the year. But I wanted to spend at least an hour on the mountain on my 82nd birthday. So here we are. At least it's fresh air. The air quality in the southern resorts of Tenerife have been terrible for the last week. It doesn't do a lot of good having a lot of 10 micron particles chucking around in your lungs and a temperature of nearly 30 degrees. It's fairly gruesome, but it's fine up here. It will get warm, but at least it's beautiful and it's quiet away from the traffic. Here's a thought while I'm walking. We've had a lot of information about and warnings about over 80s not having proof of life. So if anybody from DWP is watching, this is me walking in Tenerife. I'm still alive. I did send the forms back, but I've no idea how you know whether they received them or not. So I sent them an email this morning. Perhaps they'll have the decency to reply. This is rather confusing. Have they been taken down officially, or has someone just driven through them? I did check on the internet yesterday about restrictions on walking in Tenerife. The only ones were on the other side of the island. You didn't mention any on this side. And there was no mention when I came into the recreation area, so I'm walking. There are some fresh car tracks in the dust, so maybe somebody did drive a car through the red tapes. Difficult to know. But I haven't seen anything since. And these are fresh tracks. It's difficult to tell because it was cloudy up here yesterday, but I don't think it rained, so the tracks could survive a couple of days. Well, we should soon be turning to go up the hill, go underneath the pylons in a minute, underneath the electricity cables. As you can see there in the distance, that's where I'm going. Then straight up and back down. Nothing special about this walk apart from the fact it gives me a workout, which is I need. Well, this is the kind of view you come up for. The forest, obviously, but there in the background I can get just a bit further round. There we are. Teide and Pico Viejo. I don't think you can see them. Because the sun's in the wrong place. Pico Viejo and Teide. Well, oh, and interestingly down that side Looking down the hill, I don't think you see that, which is the cloud coming up from the bottom, just like a sea of cloud. Oh, look as we go around. It might be a better view further down there. This is the bit where people normally go wrong when they're walking this track. But there, as you can see, probably there, when I can't make out, probably La Palma. It could be the top of Las La Gomera. Difficult to tell. There are places up there where you can see all the islands, except the Lanzarote and Fuerteventura, of course. No one ever sees them from here. Right, we're going up the hill. I just checked the GPS and I'm in the right place for the shorter walk, and starting to climb and get warm. My knees are suffering somewhat from pushing a wheelchair or carrying it up and down steps, which is even worse. But exercise will cure them, I'm sure. Right, I just reached a turn off. That takes us back on a shorter walk. This one adds a little bit to make it an hour and a quarter. So we're up a bit higher. When we get to the top of this, I'll stop for a drink. This is a hard climb. 500 metres to go to get to the top of this climb. 500 metres distance, not height, altitude. But it's as pretty as ever, beautifully smelling, but it is warm today. I'll be due for the water in a while. When I get there, I'll stop and take a short break for a drink and let you have a look. It's now 200 metres to the top, and then I can walk along the level for a short 150 metres, then downhill back to the car park. But this 200 metres, of course, is all uphill, fairly steep, so we just keep going. Now this is a turn off that way to Montaña Negra. This bit is a short bit higher than on the return trip. So around the bend and a few tens of metres after that, I shall be able to have my little drink. Here we are. There's two little last bits of climb just to make life difficult at the very top, and then it runs downhill after that. But we get over this and we'll have a drink. But there's a nice view afterwards as well. So I'll leave you running for a while till we get up the hill. And there we are. Coming up to the top, to the level. There we are. Forest everywhere. And shade. That's why this area is one of the few places you can walk in summer, because you do get the tree shade. So now I shall have my drink. Maybe if possible sit there. Well, I haven't taken my rucksack off. It's a bit like hard work. There's a view down towards the cloud hanging over the other islands in the Canaries. And my fizzy drink. Let me just take this up a while and turn it round. There we are. You can probably see me now. I have I don't know whether you've got these stupid bloody tops in England that you can't get off, so you can't really drink out of the bottle. Neither can you fasten it back up easily either. So eventually what you do is you tear them off, and which defeats the whole object of having these bloody silly newfangled tops. Anyway, that's that done. We'll carry on walking on when I put the water away. Right, I'm on the move again. And you need to keep up in time. It's 2 minutes. I've got 28 minutes to get back down to the bottom. So Jen doesn't start worrying about me. But it's fairly straightforward. It depends which way back I go, of course. But the 28 minutes is the long route. If I take a shorter route, I should be back a bit earlier. There we go. There was a warning yesterday about the poor quality of air in the south and in Santa Cruz, of course, where there's a lot more traffic as well. But mainly it's in the south, in the tourist resorts. The air quality is poor. And what is happening is you've got loads of 10 micron stuff getting into your lungs. Last night I couldn't sleep, my nose blocked, laid in bed. I had to get up. Once I got up and sat in a chair for 20 minutes, it cleared. I don't know what's going on, but it really isn't very good for your health being in this area for a long time. Not when they've got these Kalimas about. I think the tourists can probably get away with it without serious damage to their lungs. I'm not sure about the residents. Kalimas and the particles from all the traffic sat on the dust particles is getting into their lungs continually. It can't be good for them. I'm not sure that Tenerife South shouldn't be designated as a hazardous area in Tenerife because of the traffic and the Kalimas. Thinking about the health thing, one of the things I noticed in the Centre de Salud is an advert for older people to get their lungs checked. Now, I mean, I think it's aimed at smokers, I think, or if you've smoked sometime in your life. But I wonder if that is a kind of tacit acknowledgement that there is a problem on the south of Tenerife with air quality and lung disease, infection. I don't know, maybe that's what causes Jen not to be able to sleep at night. Maybe it's not her illness, but the environment. This is the Perchiñero path sign. It's interesting because I thought I got confused with this one last time. Although it does look like the one we normally see. It is very confusing, this bit of area. I want to be over there, not that way, not that way. But I have one on my GPS. If I have a quick look at the GPS, get it the right way up, there, I don't know whether you can see that. If I go on a bit, there should be a track down to the right. Now, whether that is the one that I normally go down, I don't think it is. But it might be interesting to go down there. Worst comes to the worst, I get back on the short route anyway. I can't see where else I would go. but that's at the bottom of this one, which is not somewhere where I normally turn up. Right, this is the track that is on the map. That's the way I would normally go, and then go, well, it would mean going down the footpath that we join here actually. This is the Chinchera one. I didn't come down this bit. Normally I would come down this bit, go across there. If you continue on there, you will get back to the top, up the Chinchera path of the campsite. But I wonder if I can do it from down here. If not, it'll be a walk back along the track I came in on when I get to the point where they cross one another. But it will be different. It's interesting because this would have to be, we would have to cross this on one of the unmarked routes that I found that the locals use. So, unless, well, there's going to be a path off to the left somewhere down here, which is back to the where I started. We'll see in a minute. I've just passed an unmarked track that comes in from the right, and I think what happens is that normally I come down that one and then turn onto this one. So this one is probably the correct track down to where I want to be. But we'll see in about 200 or 300 metres. And there we are. This is where I thought the footpath goes up there. So it is the correct one. There's now two paths back. This one, I walked the less walked one last time, which is down that way. I'll go along this one this time. There's virtually no difference. This takes you just slightly higher in the campsite when you get to the other far end. But it's now a nice wooded walk back to the campsite. These two paths at the bottom run kind of parallel to one another, aren't on any maps, so very few people walk them, which is nice. I mean, it's not a big track for vehicles to come up and down. It's meant for exactly what it's intended for walkers. The floor can be a bit bumpy on this because of it's not a walk that is looked after by the foresters. Oops. It's just one that the locals use. So you do have to be careful of these rocks sticking out. Make sure you don't go a cropper. I think at this point somewhere, both of the short paths from the other end merge into this one at the top. Whether it's that one down there, I don't know. But I know they both finish up in the same place at the top when we get to the end, so at some point they must merge into one path. Again, we've got lots of rocks. But it is a nice, pleasant walk. Especially if you like solitude. But obviously you have to have care on these rocks. Solitude is fine until something goes wrong. Although I still carry my Garmin satellite link in case of emergencies. Problem would be finding a clear sky. We'd find that in a minute. I think we come into the pylons and the overhead electric cables, so we'll have a clear view of the sky when we get down this little bit of a track. There we are, over here and into the other side. Yeah, this is the same bit that I walk when I come down the other path. So this is a common piece of path. Ouch! Oh, my right knee is beginning to feel sore. Right, we're back into the wood now and on to the end. Still very pretty. And this is where both of those paths meet the main Chinchero path. This is the main Chinchero path. We're staying on that for 10 metres there, which goes on down there, but we're going down here. Again, it's not the normal path, it's the locals path. Ooh. A quick shot, let me change hands. There we are. As you can see, gets a bit overgrown, this one, as the year goes on. But it still doesn't stop it being pretty and a nice place to walk. You just have to be careful not to scratch your legs too much. Well, I don't know that I've been talking loud enough today. I remember Gaynor saying the sound wasn't very good. I'll have to check. I can probably amplify it when I make the video and join all the clips together. We'll see. Right. Now there is a hairy bit somewhere down here. This is the bit that is a bit hairy, as you can see. No matter which way you go, you've got to get round the rocks. There we are, through that bit. Both my knees are now beginning to complain about this. It's the downhill, the impact. But we'll soon be finished. So, I have 4 minutes to go to 11:30 when I told Jen I'd be back, and I'm probably within 6 or 7 minutes of the end. If I cut across and shorten, it's likely I might get there on time. One never knows. But they're the houses of San Jose. This end of it, and it's getting very warm now. I didn't notice until I just walked in the sun, but it is warm. It's been cloudy up here for a few days. I'll be pleased to see the warm weather. Interesting. There are new posts. Obviously signifying a campsite perimeter. There's one further up that way. In fact, they're all the way around. Oh, very useful. At least it tells people you're walking into tents and where people might be getting changed. And now we're getting back down to the picnic area, but signs up everywhere saying no fires, and all the picnic and barbecue sites have the green and white tape on them saying please do not use. You can still use the tables and things like that, but you can't have fires, which is very straightforward common sense. I mean, last time we were out earlier in the year on a different area, it said the same, and people were turning up bringing their own wood and lighting fires anywhere. And fortunately it wasn't in a deeply forested areas, but it makes one wonder about the intelligence that some people have about tinders and flying sparks. They don't seem to care, some people, as long as they get their own little bit of food from a barbecue site. Right, and there we are, little car, you can see with Jen in, and I'm dead on time, maybe 30 seconds late, but nothing much. Oh, that was a good walk. I are finished.